I'm Roger Frank, CEO of AlgiSys, also a recovering investment banker. Happy to say I'm on step 7 of the process, and it's going pretty well so far. At AlgiSys, what we do is to make a fortified aquafeed ingredient. We're a B2B company. What's special about what we do is that we focus in on EPA omega-3 with protein. Why do we do it? Aquaculture is under a great threat around the world because of a lack of omegas. Houston, we have a problem. And what's causing it is the double combination of overfishing and climate change. But what does that mean in reality? Are you aware that the fish you eat now has half of the omegas of what it did 20 years ago? That's because we're destroying the marine aquaculture food system. Now you need to eat twice as much fish to get the same omega as you would 20 years ago. But what does that mean for aquaculture? We're catching fish, grinding them up, and the fish have less omegas to feed other fish. It's crazy. We have a solution to that problem. As far as we know, we're the only microalgae-based company with a unique formula where we're fermenting EPA omega-3 from microalgae, and our algae has protein. It's fish-free. What does that mean? It means we don't need fish. We go right to the microalgae, which is where fish get their omegas. We cut out the middleman. It's scalable. We produce through fermentation, which is a very well-established technology, and non-GMO. Doesn't have the carcinogens, the plastics, all the nasty stuff that you find in marine-sourced EPA. We're a startup. It's taken us about 5 billion with a B and 10 years to get here. Algae is the oldest plant species in the world. It's the base of the aquatic food chain, and we're just beginning to really understand the magical powers and the health benefits of what it can offer. We had to go through 3 critical gates. First, the chemistry. We had to find the cell with EPA. Then we had to make sure that the cells played nicely together, the biology. The third critical gate is manufacturing, fermentation. We needed to be able to make sure we could extract the EPA from the cell. True confession, this cost us $7 million in 10 years to do. Our technology is patented in 6 countries. We have trade secrets over and above the patents, and a library of microalgae, which we think of as a treasure chest. We don't know what's in there yet, but if EPA is an example, it's very, very powerful. Why does it matter? For 2 very simple reasons. One is economics, and the other is health. You see behind me a couple of the very specific benefits, and it's not just for aquaculture, it's for all of us. Vera Morris, thank you very much, actually just came out with a report last month quantifying the impact of more omegas on salmon. As you can see, lower mortality, better quality, lower feed conversion ratio. That makes economic sense. On the right, you see our product suite. As a B2B company, our first product is going to be fermented microalgae in a powder form. We will extract the oil from the powder, and what's left over is a pure plant protein. We're 100% cyclical. Starting in aquaculture, which is our initial focus, multiple opportunities in other markets using our ingredient as a replacement for fish oil. We've been active on social media and have had the good fortune to have over 800 unsolicited requests. That's 800, including companies like L'Oreal. The head of innovation found us because they were looking for a pure EPA. You can't have a carcinogen in a beauty product. Not a good idea. We've also had tremendous industry traction and validation. On the right, you can see some of the companies we've been speaking with. We're actively engaged with all of them in one form or another in terms of partnership. And during those conversations, I've asked them all, have you seen any other microalgae producers rich in EPA with protein? The answer has been no. Basic primer on omegas. There are 2 that are the most important, DHA and EPA, different health benefits to each. DHA has been around a number of decades, well commercialized, many competitors in the space, as you can see in the orange. We're in the EPA game. EPA converts to DHA in people and salmon. Put another way, if you just are going to take one ingredient or one omega, take EPA. We have a strong and experienced team. Everybody's very successful in their previous careers, and everybody's passionate about what we're doing. Our ask is $500,000. All of that will be used to accelerate our technology and commercialize. We've shifted from an R&D company into a real commercial operation, and that's what the use of funds is for. A little bit of a roadmap. We're going to need a lot more money along the way, given the multiple opportunities. And here's a brief snapshot of our history and highlights. So I'd like to conclude by simply saying thank you and take your omegas.